Here we go. Hello, everybody. My name is Limor Weber, and I'm an educator with Live with Prima. And tonight we're going to be creating some really a fun little. It's going to be a fairly quick show, I think. I don't know. Depends how fast I work. But we're going to create these fabulous mixed media ATC cards. Okay, and they're made out of canvas. They're so much fun. We'll see how many we get through. We may make a few more than what's here. But these go into with a little ring, a binder ring. They kind of they have the little grommets here, and so you can make a cute little ATC swatch book, and that's what we're going to create tonight. So let me go ahead and switch the camera. So give me a second here. There we go. Oh, now you see my dirty, dirty desk. I have I like to put, lately I've been using this paper, and I like it because when it gets really like stamped on and lots of colors and stuff, then I can use it in my art journals. So I kind of, it's that butcher paper stuff, love it. So I'm going to go ahead and just move some of this stuff out of the way. I probably should have cleaned my desk tonight, hi guys? In anticipation. I had a little bit of a busy day. So pardon my, forgetfulness today, if you will. All right, so I'm going to move the camera just a bit this way. There we go. Frank, if you need me, I have my cell phone. Okay, so you guys, during the show, if I'm not answering a question because I can't always see, Frank is there for you as my moderator tonight. Okay. And like I said, what we're going to create is these cute little ATC cards. And we're going to use a few different things to make them. And we're going to make them with canvas. So these are I love these. I'm so addicted to these. These are called poppies and peonies. Both of them are, I guess. They're two different types of ATC cards. Can you guys see? One of them has the blue and black stitching. And then the other one has the other type of stitching. What do you call that stitching? I'm not a sewer. I can't remember what that's called, but like a serger, right? So this one is 922023, and this one is 922030. So let's pull these puppies out, and what you'll see is that I have no patience today. I just throw stuff. And what you'll see is that two of them have the grommets and these ones don't. That's totally okay because you can use these, right? Like these eyelets or any other eyelets really that you have. These are just regular eyelets actually. These are really thick. I use these for mini albums. So I'll grab the other ones later. But the other thing that we're going to use, which I love, is this is also a canvas that we have. And it's a screen printed canvas, and the number is 921255. I really love it. I think it's really fun. So we're gonna create some ATCs made out of this. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's go ahead and cut this out, and I'll show you how I did that. So this one right here, for example. Can you see? This one right here is made with one of these butterflies, all right? So all I need to do is I just need to take one of these guys and find one that I love. I don't know. I don't even know which one I love. I love all of them, to be honest. They're all so funky. They're totally my style. And I'm just going to line this up. I'm going to take my pen. You can take really anything you want. Whoops. And you're going to trace this out. Does this even work? That's nice. It's totally dead. Let's grab a new pen, shall we? Shall we? How about my ever so small pencil that I love? This is my Stabilo all pencil that you guys know I adore. It's my go-to for everything. And I refuse to throw it out even though it's this little. That's how much I love it. And we're going to go ahead and cut this up. Okay. And you don't want the full butterfly, you want the half butterfly looking thing. Okay, so we're going to cut it up. Sorry, I'm a bit off frame. Okay, just like that. And then I think I used another one of those butterflies somewhere in here. didn't I? Yeah, I used another one right here. So let's go ahead and cut one more up. Let's do, since we have green, let's do, I don't know, red? Yes, let's do red. I think so. We'll get most of the butterfly if we can. All right, just like that. You don't have to be like super perfect. This is mixed media. Right, Frank? There's no such thing as perfection, right? All right. There we go. Fabulous. Okay, so I have 2 of those. I'm going to put that off to the side. So let's go ahead and get started. Why don't we make this one first, just for fun, just because we can, right? This one is really, really easy. So what we're going to do, let me just move this off to the side. Sorry, I'm a bit messy today. There we go. So the first thing that I want to do is, let's do this one, so I'll move that off, is we kind of want to create that fun, and I'm using a little bit of a different color, which is totally fine, but we want to use some of our brand new chalk inks, which are way too much fun. So I'm going to pull out a whole bunch of colors that we're going to use tonight. Okay. These are just like way, way too much fun. And these are permanent colors, and that's what I love about them, is that you can really play with these, and you don't have to worry about them getting all over the place when you when you actually create with them, because they're permanent, versus our other chalk inks like these ones that are activated by water, and then even if you were to spray again, you're going to reactivate the ink. It's not permanent. Okay. So these are pretty awesome. And Frank, I think, has the numbers for you, because these ones, I mean, look at, okay, there's so many different colors. I have 2 bins, and I don't even have the metallics in here. It's the only one that I'm missing. Okay. So that, what we're going to do, actually, what we're going to create is we're going to need a little craft mat, or I like to use sometimes my glass. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put my glass mat. I use it as my palette, and then I can clean it, but it's really, really easy for this. So what I'm going to do, oh, let me close that door. Sorry about that. My furnace kicks in, and it sounds like a jetliner just went through my room, I swear. So what I like to do is I just like to apply it right onto my craft mat, or my glass, or whatever this is. And I'm going to do a little bit of yellow as well. It's almost like my little palette. Okay, just like so. And let's do a little bit of green. This is lime green, sorry, lime pie, colt's foot petals, and teal damask. These are like my favorite colors. You guys know that already. And we're going to put a little bit of olive vine in there for a little bit of a darker green to mix with the other green, because I know I'm going to need it. All right, just like so. Just like so. And then the next thing that I want to do is I want to take a brush, whether it's a water brush, whatever brush you want. I'm going to use this one right here. And you're going to need a little cup of water. And I like to go ahead and just oh, and the red, I forgot about, or not the red, the pink. Forgot about my pink. Okay, nice bright color. And this is kind of my accent color. So I'm actually going to go ahead and wet this, almost add a little bit of water, make it very watercolor-like. And I'm just going to go ahead and paint. But actually what I usually really like to do is I actually like to wet my canvas. And what it does is it opens up the fibers of the canvas, and it allows the paint to really, really flow. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so soak it up pretty good. Once it's soaked up pretty good, then you'll see that the paint really, really flows much easier. So I kind of forgot to do that at the beginning, but see how it just kind of blends in now? Okay, so some spots are going to be darker or lighter than others. I need a little bit more pink. But a glass is actually really easy to work with. Okay. And if you find that you need more water, you just add more water. to the canvas, I mean, to help it dilute. Okay, just like so. Yeah, they come in sets of 8. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the chat and work at the same time. That doesn't work for me sometimes. I'm mixing 2 colors together. I want a little bit more teal in here, a little bit different color than this one, but that's okay. It's the same type of card. Okay, just like so. Need a little bit of pink on this corner. It has to somewhat balance a bit. Just a bit, and then a little bit more teal. Where's that gorgeous teal? My favorite color. Can't get away from it. It calls my name. It says, Limor, I need you. Isn't that beautiful so far? Okay, so really fun, and I know it's kind of hard to see because it's really wet right now, right? Let's add just a little bit of green here and there. Just like right in the body. Okay. I just blend all those 3 colors together. Kind of creates the body. We're going to define the butterfly in just a moment, okay? And I do want just a little bit more pink, but I want it a little bit darker. So I'm not going to apply a whole lot of water on my brush. Okay. There we go. Just like that. Let it just blend. Fabulous. And because the canvas is already pre-painted, I don't even need to go around the edges to pre-paint. If you want, I can go just a little bit, but you don't really need to do that. And that's what's so great about this canvas. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick heat set, and then we're going to go ahead and define the little details. Will it stain my fingers? Look at my fingers. They're not even stained. So not really. Comes right off, which is pretty cool. I really, really like this ink, you guys. You guys are hilarious. Yeah, it's on scrapbook.com. Frank, how come you're censored? Mine should be in any day now. Yep, I will have these in my shop any day now, you guys. Frank just asked. Good to know, Frank. So I really wet this guy, so hang tight here. I'll let you guys know when it's in the shop, okay? But yeah, you can get them on scrapbook.com, and there's other places that should have them already. Not that I should be telling you that. Okay, so anyway, what we're going to do next, I'm going to put the camera down just a bit so that you guys can see it a little bit better. I'm going to wipe this up with my baby wipe, my very dried out baby wipe. Okay. I love working on glass. Okay. And the next thing that you want to do is we want to define it, like I said. So I like to take, there's a couple things that you can take. You can take just a regular artist pen. What are these called? Journaling pens, okay? Or you can take like charcoal pencils, and these work great. I really like the charcoal pencil because I can do some shading. So I'm going to go ahead and shade this a little bit. And I try to get it pretty dark because I'm going to blend it. So I'm not worried if the lines are a bit dark because they are going to be blended. Okay. just like that. Okay, so you can define the butterfly just a little bit better. Okay, I should probably turn that ringer off, sorry. There we go. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my water brush, but a little bit of a different one that I used earlier. This one is like destroyed, my word. And I'm literally going to just move some of that ink. Because it's charcoal, it just moves. It blends right with water. Okay, and I love that. Creates such a beautiful effect. Just like so. Do you see that? I'll bring it up a bit. There we go. Okay. Just moving it towards the middle, not towards the outside. Not that I care too much. I don't mind if it has a beautiful shadow. In fact, it's really beautiful. Okay, just like so. And then I'm going to give it a very quick heat set. Yep, these pencils are on their way. They're hard to get. Holy moly, are they ever hard to get. Water discontinued. I don't know what you're talking about. And the next one that I'm going to do, the next thing I'm going to take is we're going to continue defining this in just a moment. But I'm going to take this stamp right here. And Frank, do you have the number for this? Because I don't have the packaging for it, but I think you should have the list of the products that I have. But I'm going to use this. It's the honeycomb. It's one of these guys. It's one of the clear stamps by Finnabar. I just don't have the actual number. And you can take the black permanent ink if I had it previous. So I'm going to take one of these because I literally don't know where my black disappeared to. So I'm just going to take a Stampers Big Brush pen. You can take any permanent black ink. And I usually like to stamp off. I don't want it to be super permanent or prominent. So I'm actually going to stamp off on my page a little bit. See how I rolled? And then I'm going to give it a very light touch. And I want to show you what it looks like. Just like that. And then I'm going to give it a little bit right here, and then just a bit up here. And you notice I didn't re-ink, I just kind of used what was already there. Sorry, it can get hard to see. The camera has a hard time focusing. Thank you. 550950 is the code for that. So let's give it a quick heat set because it wasn't quite dry all the way. I have the white Signo pen in my shop right now, you guys. Okay? If that's what you're talking about. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take another stamp, which is in my package right here. Hang on. Oh, no, I'm not going to take a stamp. I'm sorry. I'm going to take a stencil. This stencil right here, and I'm sorry I don't have the number. Oh, no, yes, I do. Yes, I do. The number is 960162, this stencil right here. And I'm going to take some super heavy gesso, just a little bit, wiggle it. Sorry, didn't mean to sing. You can shut your ears now. Shut those ears. And I'm just going to add just a little bit of something, something. Not too many. Here and there. Little flecks, and they just give it a little something. Okay, they just give little circles. In fact, I don't necessarily want flowers on it. I just want the circles to be on there. Okay, come on, there we go. There we go, and lift, just like that. I just want little accents. See how cute and pretty that is? It just kind of gives it a pop of something, right? When you add that white. And you know what? I'm just going to add a little bit right here. I have some left on my stencil, so I'm actually going to use that because I am a conserver. Hopefully I have enough on there. Let's see. Just a bit. There we go. Perfect. Just like that. Fabulous, fabulous. And then I'm going to wipe my desk so it does not stay there forever because it is super heavy gesso. And you guys know with super heavy gesso, it really cakes on there. It's like, I call it, it's like the penitent cream of crafting. You know, that baby's cream? I swear, it gets on everything. I love it, but I hate it at the same time, you know? Yeah, it's super heavy gesso. This is what I use. I think Liquitex is the only company that has super heavy gesso. I love it. Yeah, Flying Unicorn's fabulous. Thanks, Frank, for being a mod tonight. I really appreciate it. I know these ladies love to ask questions. All right, so that's pretty good. I didn't apply too heavy, so it's not too bad. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, this is just my Signo Uniball pencil or pen, and I love it. It's the white pen. And I'm also going to go ahead and take a journaling pen. And what am I going to use? I'm going to use, I don't know. I like this one. I like this, what brand is this? I don't know. This is, I think, Christy Tomlinson. Is that where I got it from? I must have. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and define the butterfly just a little bit with my black. And I want to do this kind of rough. Like, I don't want this butterfly to be perfect, so you're almost going to do that, the lines almost like you're sketching, okay? That rough define, okay? That's what you want. Just like so. Pretty, right? And then I'm going to go in with my white, and I'm going to define around the black just a bit. And if you find that it blends a little bit too much into the canvas, it's because your canvas is a little bit wet, which is kind of what's happening to my pen right now, but that's okay. You guys get the idea. And you can certainly use, I don't know, an acrylic pen, if you will, for defining this. Anything will work. Okay. So that's pretty good. I know it's hard to see on camera, but it picks it up just a bit. Okay. And the next thing that we'd like to do is we need to kind of do some edging around this ATC, right? So we need a stamp set. And one of my favorite stamp sets is this cling stamp. It's 570514. And I love these guys. And I don't know which one we'll use. Let's use this one. Just because it's fun. They're all fun, actually. Doesn't really matter which one we use. And we're just going to go ahead and color them in just like that. And I don't use a block for this. And we're just going to go ahead and place it right on the top there. And imperfect is perfect because it kind of, you want that faux sewing look. Is it hard to see? There we go. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and do that again. Just like that. Don't you love these, Frank? They're awesome. Okay, just like that. They just add a whole lot of something, don't they? Perfect. And I'm not going to go all around, but I'm going to go just a little bit right here. So I'm going to turn it around, go right there, and then maybe just a little bit right there. I'm going to have to add a bit, just like that. Okay, so it's starting to kind of come together. Sorry if the camera is not in focus when I do that. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and start creating a little bit of the middle. And the white is really just not showing up as much as I wanted to. It's because it's still a little bit wet. So we'll have to do that after the show a bit. But that's all right. Or I could grab an acrylic pen. All right, just like that. So the next thing that I want to take is let me find it, right here. This is, I love these and I don't use them enough, but this is from the Lyric collection. It's an alphabet stickers and they're so much fun because you get so many alphabets. Like you get this whole alphabet, this alphabet, you get these beautiful words, you get this alphabet and this one. So it's a whole lot of letters that you can use and combine, right? And the numbers are 563-288. And that's why I love it because, you know, one package, you're getting so many. Do you know the number for those? 570-514. Yes, that's the what do you call it? The stitching stamp. So we're going to take the F right here, and we're just, I love these hexagons. Love them. Love, love, love. And actually, let's do FL, but we'll do it in lowercase this time. And we'll line these up as much as possible without being too crooked. It's hard on canvas. There we go. And the Y. Just like so. Fabuloso. Fabuloso. How cute is that, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our pencil one more time and we're just going to outline them just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Just to make them pop. Sorry, I'm defining my butterfly. My drawing, the drawing in me just wants to come out and I want to just go overboard. But I got to stop myself. Okay. And then I just want to go ahead and add just a little bit of water just to make it flow, just to create that fabulous shadow effect on it. Just like so. All right, can you guys see that? See how it just really pops? So we'll give it a quick heat set so I can go ahead and apply the white as well. Aren't those cute? Okay, I think that's pretty good. And sometimes I like to make it just a bit darker. You can even go ahead with your pen if you wanted to, but either one works. Now that we have the shadow, we can go in with our black pencil. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my white and go around the edges a bit. Oops. Hang on. There we go. I think it was clogged. So my white is really, I need to dry this better. Let's see if my guy works. See if my auto pencil works. It was kind of dry the other day. I think, oops. This is an acrylic pen. It's a bit dry. There we go. I haven't refilled it yet, but there we go. Okay, so pretty cute. I find that this one is not quite as bright as this one, and I just want to give it a little oomph. So I'm going to go back in with my stamp and maybe do a little bit of a darker piece, just a bit, because it's bugging me a bit. There we go. Oh, I like that way better already. Just like that. It just needed Need a little pop or something. I don't know. It's bugging me. Just something. There we go. That's better. I like that so much better. All right. Perfect. So that's like super, super simple ATC card to make, right? And in order to start our little book, I'm just going to use an eyelet, but you can use any eyelet of your choice, of course. I'm going to use this one. And we're going to need a crocodile, aren't we? So that's a problem because I don't think I have my crocodile here, isn't it? Just a second. Just a second. I thought I had it right here. Maybe I just put it. Oh, you know what? I know where my crocodile is. I believe it's upstairs with my. Oh no, Hannah brought it down. It's right here with Hannah's little crafting that she was doing with me. All right, let's blame Hannah because it's easier, right? We're gonna just poke the hole through. For those of you that don't know, Hannah's my oldest, and she loves to craft. And so we're just gonna poke that right in, and we're gonna squeeze. There we go, just like that. And now we have a little, the first page to our ATC. If you wanted to have something smaller like this one, you could use just a regular eyelet. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our second ATC, and let's do this guy. Okay, this one is really fun. So the one that we need to use for this one is this guy right here. And so fairly similar techniques throughout the show. And we're going to be using, again, this is the lime pie, which I really, really love. We're going to be blending some colors together. Just like so. And what else we're going to use? We're going to use a little bit of pink, but towards the end. Right now, let's just create the background. And then I might use just a little bit of yellow. This is how we're going to create our background. And I'm going to turn it this way. And what we're going to do is wet it a little bit. So I like to take sometimes my giant spray bottle. And I'm not going to go crazy like I did with the last one on the wetting. Just like that. Enough to soak it a bit so that the paint flows a little bit better. And then I'm just going to go ahead and go in with my lightest color and allow it to blend. Just like so. Okay. Just to create, and you want some of the white spots to show. If you actually look on here, you can actually see there is white spots. It's not, I didn't cover the entire thing. And then this part you're going to kind of create that watercolor effect. Okay. Just like so. Blend it together, leaving white spots about right there. Blending these colors together. Just like so. I'm going to add a little bit of water. There we go. And then that blending starts to occur. And what's really fun, you guys, if you find that you want to blend them even more, sometimes what I like to do is I love to take a baby wipe and I just kind of play with them. It pulls a little bit of the color, so it makes it a little bit more muted if that's what you're into. I'm just showing you variations of things you can do. I want it a little bit darker, but I wanted to show you how you could make it a little bit more watercolory. I love these inks. They're really easy to play with. They're certainly a must-have in your stash. In fact, you know what's funny, you guys, is I kind of stopped using all other inks, like stamp pads and things. I use my chalk inks. I love, love, love them. I have for a long time, since they've come out, really. Okay, and then if I want a place that's a little bit darker, I just go in right with it, and it's such a comfort grip. And I just go right in, okay? And that makes it just a little bit darker, just like so, okay? I want a little bit more of that green yellow in there, just like that. And because my canvas is still wet, it continues to blend. Okay. I'm going to pull some of the color right here, just like that. Oh, I love that. I love when I go in with the baby wipe. Just like so, right? Pretty awesome. I just keep playing until I'm kind of satisfied with the color that I like. That's just kind of how I work. All right, that's pretty good. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to go ahead and dry this. This is kind of like where you go into your happy place and create. Oh, you don't need to use StazOn anymore. You can use these guys. They're awesome. Truly, you guys, they're fabulous. They are new releases. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take a stencil. I think I have another stencil here. How did I do this? There we go. Oh yeah, right here. Here we go. I'm going to take these guys. These are, what number is this? I don't know what number this is, Frank. I don't have the packaging for it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do them in a different color that I did on here. This one's kind of a red and I don't particularly love it. I'm going to use the pink instead. And I'm going to go ahead and I want it fairly dark. So I'm just going to go in here just like so. Just like that. And some dark and some light for that variation. I'm going to lift. Look how gorgeous that is. And this one, I have it pointed up. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can barely tell that they're raindrops. It's not really the whole, it's not like this thing is a canvas where you could tell. Okay, but really, really gorgeous. I love this stencil. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and dry this because it is permanent paint and I want it to dry and set. Any questions while I do this? 564254. Thank you, Frank. He's the best helper. That's awesome. They do. They come in the 8 packs. All right, just like so. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and once again use my fabulous stitching ink pad, or inks, or not inks, stamps, I'm sorry, 570, 514. But I'm going to use a different one. Let's use this really big one. This one's really fun. And we're going to create a little bit of stitching around our page. Even though there is stitching, I want it to be a little bit more prominent. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to show up. Okay. Just like so. And let's get a little bit more of that background, just like that. Perfect. And then one more around here. Okay, so that's that. How cute is that, right? Love it. So let's create a little bit of background. We can use this guy. Another one that I have here, this one is from the Engraver Collection. This one is 563042. I don't think it's in my stash. I just literally had it sitting right in front of me. And for variation, let's use this because it's like such a cute stamp. Just to give it something different. Just for difference. There's so many stamps you could use, really. Love, 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 love. Right? And then we can go ahead and go in with what we were supposed to go in with. And, oops. that honeycomb. And I have, by the way, I have lots of these honeycombs in my store. For those of you that want them, I was able to get them. I know they were sold out in a whole bunch of places, so if you want them, they're there. Frank can put up the site for you, yeah, for sure. Okay, there we go. So that's pretty good, not bad. And we'll dry this up really quick. This is these are called Stampers Big Brush Pen, and they're India ink, so they're really dark and permanent ink as well, but different. It's a different ink. We're talking about two totally different things. Yeah, you can't compare the two. They're totally two different things. These are chalk inks, and this is an India ink. Okay, so that's what I'm using for that. Now, the next thing that we want to do is we want to take some fabulous, how many of you have these awesome alphabet stickers, these canvas ones? I love them. And what we're going to do is we're going to use them a little bit more randomly, like you see right here. Okay, we're going to create a little bit of a background with them. And you can use numbers or letters. And I have done this technique before, I believe live. Maybe not. I can't actually remember. So I'm going to go ahead and place them down very randomly, just like this. Hang on, it's coming. Oh, my nails aren't working today. Come on. There we go. There we go. And do you see that? How I'm putting them even the opposite, right? The Y and the Y. Okay. That's kind of what you want. Tell me what you want, what you really want. Come on, sing for Frank, you guys. Sing for him. He likes it. All right, just like that. Let's do a small O. Sunrise, sunset, alphabet stickers. And the number for this is 562984. Okay, and we're going to put that one just like that. Aren't these fun? Love these. Love, love, love. What other? Let's do an 8 or a 9 or something. I know, right? I'm sorry. Don't judge me, Frank, okay? I have 2 little girls and they sing anything. If you want to be my lover. No, I'm just kidding. I won't say that. Oh, yeah. I know. You're judging me now. It's all right. It's okay. There we go. That's pretty cool, right? A little bit of a background. Doesn't really say anything. It's not supposed to, but it's pretty cute. And then we're going to go ahead and give this a little bit of my famous Gesso splatters. Let's do some Gesso splatters. If you've never seen my Gesso splatters, all you need is a little dish or something like that. You'll need a little bit of fluid Gesso. And I'm just using, this is just some, I don't know, Liquitex Gesso. Okay. And a little bit of water. Just water it down just a bit. And then my famous fan brushes, which of course are somewhere not in the vicinity. Just a second, it's coming. Here it is. There's one of them. I grab a fan brush because it really goes far, and I really like that. And so I'm going to go ahead and move that out of the way. Move most things out of the way because they're going to get everywhere. And I'll clean this up fairly quickly or it is going to get everywhere. And I just go ahead and you want to actually always have the tip up, not tip down. Because if you have tip down, it actually bounces and comes off in your face. But if you have tip up and you hit, it just goes just like that. Okay? Just like that. Can you see the splatters? Really fun, right? You could do really big ones too. If you get up close, you can get the big ones. Turning it. There we go. Like that. Love it. So let's go ahead and wipe this up. Yeah, you don't want it to hit you in the face. Just saying. I mean, unless you like to walk around with a gessoed face, which I don't think you do. That's just my recommendation. Frank, how many times have you had people in your class with a gessoed face? Yeah, I'm not a big glitter person, I have to admit. Not really a fan. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take one of my favorite things, which is the Canvas Resists. Canvas Resists absolutely rock, and this one in particular is from the Ladybird collection, and it's 564056. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and open that up. Pull it out. And then I usually like to actually cut it right out of the material. And I'm going to use this one right here, this butterfly. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut right out. All right, just like so. And then once again, what I like to do is give it a quick wet, or spray, not wet, quick spray. I don't know what language I'm speaking. I'm speaking Limor language. And just like so, and you can actually see the resist coming through right away, which is really, really cool. But we want to go ahead and paint it with our inks again, right? So we're going to do a little bit of pink again. Let's do a little bit of blue for fun in the middle. And we can even add maybe just a little bit of blue right here. And then you can tie the butterfly in, because I find that the page does need some balance, right, when you add more colors. So I just added a little bit of blue so that I can add blue to the butterfly. And I don't know, let's do a little bit of let's do this darker green. Let's do the rock moss. Okay. So we're working with really bright colors today. And it's not Frank's favorite. He's the brown, white, black kind of guy. So totally putting him out of his comfort zone tonight. Sorry about that, Frank. I like my bright colors. But you know, to speak to that, and you know, all jokes aside, what's so great about the Live with Prima program is that you have so many different educators offering so many different styles, which I don't think there's any other company that has that, which is really so cool. You know that you can come to so many different types of shows and get different types of techniques using different styles, which is so cool. Anyway, I just like that. Don't you all agree? Oh, stop it, Frank. See, I was trying to say something nice, and then you're go ahead and be mean. Bugger. Such a bugger. And I just sometimes like to even go in with my chalk edgers and get it really nice and dark. You're such a bugger. Just like that. What do you guys think? Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, let's go dry this really quick. Okay, and then what we want to do, which is really, really fun, hang on, I'm grabbing it, it's gone away from me, is right here. These are the vintage trinkets, and I love the Sunrise Sunset 960230, and I love these guys because I can use them as the little body for the butterflies, and I have used this quite often for these, and I like to use this one right here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and grab some glue. I have some zip dried right here, and I think that'll work, hopefully. Hopefully. Oh no, come on. Is this dry? I just opened it the other day. Come on. Seriously. I'm using my pen, I know, because I don't have my pin with me. Oh, come on, you bugger. You bugger. Nice. Nice one. Nice. I don't know. Let's try this one. I'm running out of... Oh, my. Oh, my, oh, my. That's a lot of glue. It just decided to come out. And then I'm going to take some fabulous crystals, and this is the Say It in Crystals 563 653. It's that chevron type pattern thing. Okay. And I'm going to actually use some of these right here. Okay. I thought I had some black ones, but maybe I don't. Oh yeah, I know what I did. It's because I colored them. I had forgotten what I'd done. And I'm going to place them right over the top. Just like so. Can you see? Cute, cute, cute. It's a little bit off, but that's okay. Once it dries, I can probably move it around a little bit more. And then what I like to do, I actually like to take like these pens or whatever, and I like to color these gems right in to match my project so that they actually pop. See that? Perfectamundo. And then I can go ahead and take this off the backing. And what happens when you wet it, the stickiness kind of goes away, which is totally fine. I can just add a little bit of glue to the body. And I like to have a little bit of that flying dimension. So you could add a pop dot too if you wanted to, but I just don't want to glue down the wings. I just want them to kind of float. Okay, just like so. Love, love, love. Just like that. And then I'm going to take these guys right here, the Say It in Crystals. And this is 563 639. My kids are home. I can hear them. And I'm totally running out of time. I'm sorry. I'm like going really slow today. It's not my usual self. And this one actually goes right in here. Okay, it's a fun little circle. And then what's really cool is that you can actually go ahead with your inks and you can ink these puppies right up. Okay. Just like that. If you like that. For some reason this glue really stinks. It's not, it doesn't work for canvas. I don't know where my other glue is. Let me see if I can find some more glue. I don't know why my stuff is blocked. I got a brand new caddy and it's sitting on top of all my stuff. Horrid. Just horrid. Let's use, I think this one might work. If it's not totally clogged. Oh, come on, buddy. Come out. I think Limor needs to go on a glue adventure tomorrow. Isn't that crazy that I have no glue? It's clogged and I can't find my little thingy to unclog it. Okay, so that's pretty cute. And then last but not least, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, Frank's going to give you the number because I have them in little pieces right here. Because once I open the package, they're really hard to find. Look at all these trinkets. Aren't these cute? I love these little tiny gears and such by embellishment. These are so stinking cute. Okay, just like these. Just like so. We might only get through one more. Yikes. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm just not good with time today. It's very unusual for me. Usually I'm pretty good with my time. Look at this. I'm like a mess. There we go. And one more right here. This glue actually works really good. And then, can you see that? These little gears. And what's fun is I can then go ahead with my pencil again and highlight them a little bit and give them a little bit of a shadow once they're dry. So we'll let them dry, and then we can come back and create a fun little shadow on them. Okay, just like we did in this one right here. And you can you can get a cool little saying, and so you can certainly use you know, these little stickers again. This one is from the collection, from the Fairy Rhymes collection, and it's 563257. And you can take any sort of sticker saying that you like, and you can say, let's say pretty, or love. Let's do love because it's nice and small. Okay, and you can apply that right there, just like that. Okay, so you have two fairly close cards. Now, what I did with the black here is I just went a little bit with that pencil again once it was dry, and just like so, and then blended it in with the water. Okay, and you can do this actually before you apply your butterfly. Sorry, I'm off camera. Just like that. And then you can take your water brush once again and blend that right in. Just like so. And it really just, it makes it pop a little bit, right? A little bit better. You can even add a little bit of black around the circle here as well. So that's this one, this ATC. So let's move on to the next one. All right. So let's move off to the side. And let's do this one right here, because it's so much fun. They're all so much fun, to be honest with you. Now, this one right there, we're going to use another one of those fun Donna Downey ones. And of course, this one is happened to be green, this one's red, so it'll look slightly different. But because the background is kind of already done for us, that's pretty cool. We don't need a whole lot of ink, but let's go ahead and create a little bit of a background. So once again, we're going to use that same stamp. And this is why you don't need a whole lot of supplies to create these fun little ATCs. You know, as long as you have one or two background stamps, that works really, really great. I know we show you a ton of product on the show, but you don't need to have everything all the time, right? And that's really fun. It's like the background's already done for you, right? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of ribbon, or lace, I should say. So I'm going to take my favorite lace. You guys know how much I love this lace. So just Prima lace or any lace of your choice. This one is like completely and totally sold out, so I doubt that we can get any. Okay, and I'm just going to apply a little strip right there. Just like that. Fabuloso. I'm going to add a little bit of glue right there, just so that these buggers stay down a bit. Stay down. And this glue dries totally clear, so I'm actually not worried about it being white. Okay. So just like so, easy peasy. And then we're going to take again our Canvas Resist. And let's see, which one am I going to use? I'm going to use this one right here. This guy right there. And I'm going to actually just add him right away, and we're going to color him in as it sits right there, because I think it'll be easier. Just like that. And we're going to add just a little bit of color. So because it's red, let's add a little bit of yellow. I think it needs a bit of yellow. This is the Coltsfoot Petals. And so we're going to get a little bit of our dirty water there and add a little bit of yellow. And we maybe want just a little bit of yellow right there as well, just so that it kind of goes together a bit. Okay, and then let's add a little bit of pink to it, because our page is pink. Does the glass reflect too much for you guys? Sorry. Sorry if it does. And we need just a little bit of blue, because the page does have a bit of blue. Just like so. Okay. So it's kind of like something in the background. All right, you don't see too much. I can move it just a bit. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick heat set. Any questions so far? Okie dokie. And then I'm going to take these fabulous, I love these. I use these all the time. They are, oh, where did the number go? 960223. They're wood icons by Sunrise Sunset. And I'm just going to take a little bit, I'm going to break some of the wood. Okay, just a little bit, just a small piece. I don't know, about right there, without getting a sliver. But, you know, maybe that's slightly too big. It's okay if it's broken like that. It's actually really cool. Okay. Just like that. And then I'm going to take our new Time Traveler wooden embellishments. These are so cool. And we're going to take one of these squares. I love these. Aren't these gorgeous, you guys? And the number is 572860. And we're going to go ahead and add these, and we'll color them as they sit on there in a moment. Okay. Just like that. Fabulous. Perfect, perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and ink these up. And sometimes I like to just add them right to the top like this. And then we'll add a little bit of our water in a moment. But this is just like really intense on the wood. And I love, love, love that. And I can go ahead and take my brush and a little bit of water. Right, see how intense it is? I love that. And just move it just a little bit. Not too much. I kind of like it intense. Just like that. And then we want to do the same thing with the ink, with the lace. It needs to be kind of matchy-matchy. Okay, just adding a little bit of paint here and there. Not too much. Some spaces a little bit darker than others. And then adding a little bit of pink just to make it pop so that it matches the rest of the page. Right? It's like, how do we create a background, right? And then we're going to take our little hand from the wood embellishments again, and we're going to paint it with a little bit of our leftover gesso. So I'm going to take a baby wipe, which is right here, and I'm just going to clean that brush off. And I have some leftover gesso here, and I'm going to go ahead and just give it a quick whitewash. It doesn't have to be totally perfect. It dries really quickly. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of this stamp to it. And it'll make it pop. Just like that. Fun, fun. And then this guy is going to go right there. Isn't that lovely? And then we're going to take our bird, which flew away from us. Here it is. Shabby Chic Treasures are my favorite birds. 890773. And I'm going to pop him out. Sorry, it's a bit hard. Oh, come on, baby. There we go. Just like that. Okay, we're going to place him right there. And we're going to add him right there. Wants to fly away from me. And just like that. He's going to sit right there. And then, not quite done. I'm going to take my sugar dots. This is from IOD Everyday Vintage 570453. And I'm going to go ahead and use these little guys to add a little bit of dimension. Oh, did I glue this guy? Yeah, I did. Just like that. Just very random dimension. Just like so. And maybe one up here for fun. Yep. And then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to give these guys a little bit of a shadowing. Oops, this guy moved on me. Don't go anywhere, baby. Just stay right there. May need to add a little bit of glue to it. But the pencil really just makes them pop a little bit more. And so let's add a little bit of glue to these guys. On canvas, they'll need to be reinforced a bit. Unlike on paper. On paper, they'll just go right through, or they'll glue really easily. But on canvas, you may need to add a little bit of glue here and there. Okay. It's a really fun page. It does need a little bit of a border. So we're going to go ahead and use one of our stitching stamps again. Just using a different one so you can see the different ones that there is. And we're going to go ahead and give this a quick stitch. Just like that. Oops, and my hand is, there we go. There's my hand. But we can't forget, last but not least, is we are going to give this page a little bit of a white splatter like you see right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a little bit of our gesso and give this page just a little bit of a white splatter. The Limor white splatters. They should have my name. I use them so much. I've decided. Okay, just like so. I got everything dirty. All right, pretty fun, right? That was a pretty quick little ATC card. Next, last but not least, do we have time for one more? We have 5 minutes. Let's see if we can get this one done. So let's see. Let's grab this guy right here again. I could use this one, but I really like this one. Let's use this, and let's do a little bit of pink, but we're going to water it down a little bit. And let's take, where's my brush? Let's use this brush. Let's water it down, and let's even add just a tiny bit of the gesso. Mix it together, and that creates a beautiful light pink. And that's what I did right here. You can see that light pink. Okay, just really fun. And I didn't cover this entire card. I did leave it quite available. Okay. Just like so. And I didn't add any water, as you noticed. Okay, just like that. I don't want any more than that. And we are going to go ahead and give it a quick heat set. And then we're going to take one of my favorite stencils. Frank is going to give us the code. Can you tell us my favorite stencil? That's how dirty it is from paint. And we're going to put it down onto our page, our little ATC. Are you guys having fun, by the way, tonight? I hope so. Just a little bit of fun. Just like that. Not too much. And it just creates the most beautiful little background, right? Subtle, but not. That's what I say. Subtle, but not. And then, what do we want to do? We want to, I have no idea what I did. Oh, yes. I put a little bit of ribbon. Do you love it when you create so many things and you have to recreate it after you've designed, oh, I don't know, 500 other classes to try and remember? Classes sometimes is like, yikes. All right. And we're going to add this right here. Oh, my God, it's killing me. killing me, I tell you. Just like that. Can't find it anywhere? I'm sorry. That stitch stamp rocks, doesn't it? I'm so sorry. I showed you something I probably shouldn't have, right? Because now you guys want it and you can't have it. Is that how it works? I'm so sorry. That wasn't my intention. I'm just adding a little bit of pink. We're almost done. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a stamp, which I have right here. And this is one of the clear stamps, 550950. And once again, I'm just going to grab my ink very randomly. So you can see, I don't need to get every single one. And I kind of fold it and I roll. That's all I do. Okay? You don't have to get it everywhere either. Just like that. Okay? Just gives it a little background, a little texture, a little something beautiful. And then we're going to take our stitching, one of our stamps, one of our stitching guys. We're going to do this one right here, but we're actually going to put it right through the middle right there. Okay. We're going to put it right there. Just like that. And then we're going to put one right there. That one's a bit too subtle, so let's do it again. Fabulous. Okay, just like that. It's like two stitching marks going right through the middle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our circles from here, which is our Canvas Resists again, and we're going to paint it kind of the same two colors. So we already have a little bit of pink right there, so let's use what we've got and the yellow to blend it together. Okay. And then I like to take a little baby wipe and wipe some of it off, and what it does is it really allows the image to come right through. So we're going to apply that right there. Just like so. And then we're going to add another one of those cute little Inkville dome little guys that we had earlier. Just right here. All right. Just like so. So a little gear right in the middle. And then a little topper for it. Just like that. Super duper cute. And last but not least, let's use the little chevron patterns. And did I put them away somewhere? Probably did. Did I throw them? Here they are. I threw them on the ground. And then we're going to take our double ones. These are so much fun. Just like that. And then we'll do maybe a thin one. And then we'll do a thick one. Just like that. And then what I like to do is, let's take a teal color. I think this one's nice. And we can actually go ahead and color these in. You can take your chalk edges too and do this. So let's add a little bit of that teal chalk edger. It's a little bit lighter, but it actually looks really good. Just like that. Look at that. Awesomeness, right? And then, of course, last but not least, our famous splatters. Well, not all of them, because they all have to kind of look the same to some extent. Unison to some degree. This one has a little bit more subtle splatters as I'm running out of gesso. Okay. So just like that. Can you see that? Cool, cool, cool. So that, my friends, is the last one. And then what they can all do is at the end, you can find the grommets to all of them and put them all together into a cute little book, okay, that you can carry around wherever you want. Just like a little, people love ATCs. It's like a big raised, what is the word? A big craze? Fad? I don't know. Anyway, ATCs are hot. They're hot, hot, hot. So let me go ahead and stop the recording. Actually, before I do that, let's do some announcements. So let me switch cameras. All right. So the announcements are, let's go through them. So the next show is the fabulous Julie Nutting, and she is on Tuesday, April 8th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. She's going to share techniques using her chipboard album. So that's pretty cool. And you want the ATCs to be given away at Art Venture? Okay. Number 2, day sessions are now available for Art Venture Canada. Yay! So if you just want to come for the day and you don't want to stay in the actual hotel because you're local, you can. All day sessions include 3 classes with kits packed with prima goodness, loads of techniques, plus all the meals for the day for $300. Not bad, hey? So go ahead and contact Denny. You can email him at denny@primamarketinginc.com. And then, of course, stay tuned for all the shows coming up in April. We'll be sharing lots of brand new products and collections all month long. So yay for that. That's all I've got for the announcements. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. So thank you for those that are watching the recording. Thank you for tuning in to Live with Prima.